All right, we are live. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It is that time again for more Coin Talk. You're here watching Stacks Bowers Galleries Instagram Live. We're going to discuss the April Collector's Choice online auction today. We have some really, really cool coins coming up in our online sale. Today, let's see. Today's guest is going to be Chris Ortega from my California office. We're just going to bring him on here. Let's see. And let's see. Let's get Chris on the line. Here we go. There we go. Chris.
Hey, James, how are you?
Hey, Chris. Thank you for joining us
Yeah.
for another digital broadcast. I am James McCartney, a senior numismatist here at our Stacks Bowers New York office. And Chris, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Chris. I'm in the California office, Southern California, one of the auctioneers here. And one of my responsibilities is looking at cool coins all day.
Yeah, Chris does a lot of our processing. So if you have bought a coin from us or sold a coin through us, there's a good chance that Chris has handled it. Chris has made it happen. So Chris, today we're going to look at the April Collector's Choice online auction, right? The CCO.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I selected a few pieces that caught my attention as I was
Okay.
going through them, and just wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on them. Maybe we can chat about
Definitely. Let's dive in. Where do you want to start, Chris?
I'm going to start with our lot number 92372. I have an 1858 Liberty Head Double Eagle and MS61.
Okay, let's take a look. 92372.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks really lustrous, maybe even a bit proof-like.
It does. I'm glad the camera is showing that. It's
a lot of reflectivity there. That's it's a really attractive coin.
Yeah.
All right, so let's. I have it up here on our website. So that's lot 92372.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like most early Type 1 double eagles, and in mint state, it's going to be a very, very scarce coin, particularly so with such strong proof-like contrast. How does it look there in hand?
It looks nice for a 61. It's a really nice looking 61. Liberty's portrait has a little bit of frost, and
Sure.
The fields are definitely slightly proof-like. Probably not enough to get the proof-like designation, but it's definitely there. You can see it.
And I mean, you say it's nice for a 61. How do 61s usually look?
Well, usually the 61s, I see the surfaces are a little more dinged up, but this one actually looks nice. I mean, it's just the abrasions that it has are very subtle and light, and doesn't detract from anything from the design. And I think it's a nice 61 example.
Yeah, I mean that would be the crowning jewel of really any gold coin collection. I mean, that's really, really impressive. I think. Let me see here. There were 211,000 examples struck, and only 10 are finer than that one. So that is among the finest known survivors of that vintage. So that's a very, very important coin. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a neat coin, and you typically don't see them in this condition until you get into a later date, obviously. But yeah, for being for the date that it's in and the grade that it's at, I think it's a really nice example.
Yeah, no, I would say so. And about what do we think that should bring at auction?
You probably would know more than I would.
Let's take a look. We pull up some auction prices. Ultimately, when for you at home, when you guys are trying to establish coin values, auction prices are the way to go. A lot of people use YouTube and eBay and all of these different resources, but ultimately, you want to know what a coin sold for, not what people are asking for it. People can ask any number, so we go by auction prices realized.
Absolutely. I'm glad you emphasized on that, because a lot of the times people will look at a listing and they'll say, well, they're asking X amount of dollars, so that's what it's worth. Just because they're asking that amount, it doesn't mean that's what the actual value is. We look at, like James said, completed auction listings, what it actually sold for.
Sure. So if I look at past auction records, it looks like those coins are selling. The examples of that issues in PCGS graded MS61 bring around 10 or 15,000. So it's definitely an important and valuable coin. So we expect it to do well in our auction, which closes tomorrow, right, Chris?
Yeah, closes tomorrow. It starts at 10 a.m.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the next lot. What's next, Chris?
All right, moving on from the gold. This is probably one of the nicer half dollars I've seen. Franklin half dollars has nice toning to it.
Franklin's. Let's see. What lot is that?
That's going to be our lot number 92245.
92245. All right, let me bring that up. This way we're on the same page there. Okay, we have a 1963 graded 66 plus full bell lines by PCGS with a CAC sticker. So this really has all the bells and whistles. Pardon my my pun. Yeah, so I see it has some nice toning. What does it look like in hand?
It's nice. The toning is nice. Doesn't detract too much from the design. I think it's perfect. The reverse, there's no toning on the reverse, but the obverse has, if you see, looks nice. I think it almost even makes the relief stand out a little more.
Sure, yeah, it's like almost a cameo effect.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm not surprised that CAC put a sticker on this one.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this
high appeal.
This issue, is like most modern issues, most Franklin half dollars, that they're very, very common in all grades and most grades, even Gem Mint State, they're pretty common. But once you get up to 66, and especially with the full bell lines designation, that's really where you're looking at value. These were often struck very weakly at the centers of both sides, so to have one with the full bell lines designation is very scarce. It looks like, let's see, of 22 million examples struck, so 22 million half dollars were struck. There is only, this is among the very finest known. So PCGS has graded just 2 coins at 66 plus full bell lines, 2 coins of $22 million, and this is one of them. I see an example sold last year for $85,000. So definitely an important coin. One that a really high-end Franklin collector will definitely be going after.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah, definitely good selection there, Chris. Let's see, where are we going to next?
All right, let's since we're on the eye appeal section, this is a really cool
sure.
Here.
So another toner, huh? Another tone coin.
92-170. It's an 1895 barber quarter, improved 67 plus.
Okay.
Another CAC approved coin.
Sure.
Nice toning. Now this one's toned on the obverse. Let me see if I can get a little closer there.
Sure, I can. I mean, it looks. You have that really, really dark original toning at the borders and that brilliant circle of pearly silver color right at Liberty's head there. I mean, we see that a lot with original proof sets from the 1800s. I mean, that's not very uncommon, and I imagine it looks even better in hand than it does on the images.
Oh, it does. It's absolutely stunning in hand. And take a look at the reverse. The reverse is really cool too.
So I'm going to bring up the reverse images on our website. Take a closer look here. Oh yeah, again we get those darker colors near the rims and then that brighter silver complexion at the centers. I mean that's gorgeous. I see. Is there any cameo reflectivity in that? Sometimes the toning can obscure the proof-like nature, the cameo in the fields. How does that look in here, Chris?
Not too much. There's not too much reflectivity, but it's there. Just not as much as if there wasn't any toning on it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I could see a bit of the mirrors around Liberty's head, right where that toning is lighter. So let's see. That has a CAC sticker. It has a plus. That looks pretty high end for the issue. I don't imagine there's too many nicer than that, right?
No, I don't think so. Why don't you pull up some stats? What do we have?
Yeah,
some auction comps and some population reports.
Okay, so here we go. So that is one of just 880 struck. 880 struck. That is, let's see, a 67 plus. What do we have here? So of 880 struck, that is one of the 10 finest graded by PCGS. So that is a pretty impressive coin. Looks like those tend to bring somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000 at auction. So, not necessarily as expensive as some of the other coins we reviewed, but definitely a high-end coin. Not something that I'm going to be buying, but with the CAC sticker and the PCGS holder, it's certainly very desirable. Probably going to wind up in a nice registry set.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice piece.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have next. Since we're with CAC.
Sticking with CAC.
Old green holders are lot number 92249.
All right, let's see.
1871 seated Liberty dollar and MS65.
Let's take a look. 92249. Pulling it up now. Old green holder. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Okay, great. Wow, that looks like a beautiful coin. I mean, it looks original, just lightly toned, really proof-like. I mean, what's your opinion in hand?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's really nice, well struck. Even if you look at the reverse, I think is a little bit nicer than the obverse.
Sure, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see there's the strike is a lot sharper.
Mm-hmm.
Reverse.
Yeah, I mean, really, really sharp stripes on the central shield. You have that good cameo contrast.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of toning. Is that what I'm seeing there, Chris?
Very, very subtle.
Yeah, sure. Just across the high points, maybe.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, there is a little bit of contrast there, but I think the reverse looks a little nicer as far as striking detail. But
yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it looks to me like this has everything going for it. We have the old green PCGS holder, so theoretically graded in a more conservative era. We have the CAC sticker, and then we have the gem grade, the MS65 grade. So I imagine this is going to be very desirable. So let's see what these tend to sell for.
Yeah. If we have PCGS pop data, I'm sure.
Let's see. Yeah. So the 71 is not a rare issue in most grades. There was over 1 million examples struck, so almost 1.1 million coins struck, and you can still find them in mid-state. You can still find them in MS62, MS63, even MS64, but in 65, like that coin, it's very, very scarce. Let's see, the last one that sold for, let's see, so we sold one in August of 2017 for $47,000. $47,000, and just two are graded finer. Two are graded finer than that one there. So if you're looking for the very, very best, it's going to be very hard to improve upon that coin. That's a gorgeous coin and definitely a highlight of this sale. Good choice on that one, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Looks like we have a little trend going on here. Another similarity, CAC.
All right.
This is lot number 92290.
92290.
In 89 Carson City and MS62 plus, CAC approved.
So this is in a way the exact opposite of a lot of the coins that we have been looking at. The other coins, they're common in really all grades, but scarce at the high end, whereas the 89CC is desirable, valuable, scarce in essentially every grade. Even in well-worn VG8, this coin's still going to be pretty expensive. It's going to be hard to beat the fame and the notoriety of the 89CC Morgan. We actually see a lot of counterfeits of this issue. So buying one that's been certified is really the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it look in hand there, Chris? I see it's pretty much untoned.
Yeah, it's untoned. Liberty's portrait has some frost. There's a little bit of reflectivity in the field.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you can see it on the reverse as well.
And maybe even stronger on the reverse. Yeah.
Just a little bit, but I mean, in my opinion, it's very well balanced. There's no major issues with it as far as like some marks that'll just take away from the design. It's nice. It's got a nice little luster to it as well.
Yeah, that's a 62 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very, very smooth for a 62 or 62 plus. As we were saying on the double eagle before, sometimes in the lower mint state grades, you get a lot of marks, a lot of distractions with the lower mint state grades of these coins that have been bouncing around in bags or rolls. But that's a really, really high end coin for the 62 grade. That's what it looks like, at least from here.
All right. Do you have some auction comps for us? Let's
pull up some auction comps. I mean, again, the CAC sticker really increases the desirability of this coin. It's scarce in all grades, valuable in all grades, but in mint state it becomes particularly valuable. So let's see what we have here. You know, I don't see any auction comps for MS62 Plus. You know, I see only 2 have been graded by PCGS. This is one of just 2 coins in this grade by PCGS, so definitely an important coin. So let's take a look at the surrounding grades then.
Sure. What's the 62 bring in?
62s tend to sell for around 25 to 28,000. So again, much more than a normal or common Morgan dollar in mint state that you might be able to buy for $30 or $40.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so in 62, those bring 25,000. If we jump up to the next grade to 63, you're looking at between. Oh, let's see here. Did we lose Chris? There we go. Chris is back. If you jump up to 63, you have somewhere between $35,000 and $40,000 in prices realized. So a big jump. You're looking at, for even one grade point, a jump of $10,000. So this is graded right in between those numbers. So it'd be very interesting to see what they wind up bringing.
Yeah. So next, we're going to move on.
All right.
Another Morgan dollar.
Okay, cool.
This is going to be our lot number 92,281. It's
92,280. Okay.
68. So this is a high grade example.
Sure, 68. So this returns to the theme we had earlier in the broadcast, where in most grades, in the vast majority of grades, up through MS66 or 67, the 85.0 is extremely common. You can probably get, a mint state coin will run you $20, $30, $50 in most cases. It's a high mintage issue. But in MS68, those are going to be pretty hard to find. Let's take a look and see what they tend to sell for. Let's see. So it looks like, let's see, that is one of 9.1 million coins struck. So definitely not a scarce issue. Available in most grades. But of those 9.1 million coins, this is one of the very, very finest. It is, let's see, there are only 5 coins certified MS68 by PCGS. This is one of those 5, and none are finer. So it's essentially impossible to improve on this coin. This is the best anyone is going to get. Mint State, let's see. Mint State 68. Let's see what they bring. So as I was saying earlier, in Mint State 67, just 1 point lower, you can buy a similar example for about $1,000.
Okay.
Jump up 1 point to that MS68, and you're looking at, in a PCGS holder, you're probably looking at close to $40,000. So 1 point higher, a microscopic difference. You're not going to be able to see that difference with the naked eye. You're going to need a good magnifier. But yeah, you go from $1,000 to $40,000 very quickly with that coin.
Yeah.
And
good example. A little bit of toning here, but
I saw that. Yeah, a little bit of color on the back. But otherwise, it looks gorgeous. Like a really, really nice coin, pearly, brilliant, untoned.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah. And next series, we have a key date peace dollar. That's going to be our lot number 92318. I have a 1928 silver peace dollar in MS66.
Okay. Let's see. We have the 28. Okay. So, I mean, the 28 is, for peace dollars at least, is one of the key dates. I mean, it's a relatively low mintage. I think about 250,000. Let's see. That is up, no, 360,000. So I was off by 100,000, but still many hundreds of thousands less than the more common dates, like a 1922. So that's a scarce date, and in all grades, it's worth a premium. I see that one has some toning at the rims.
A little bit, very subtle.
Sure.
Very, very subtle. Let me see if I can get a little closer there.
But yeah, looks original. Not bright and dipped out like we see so many peace dollars. Looks like it has that nice subtle toning, probably strong eye appeal, good luster.
Yeah, everything's there, and I know a lot of people tend to go towards the 1921 high relief, but in my opinion, I think the 1928 demands more of a premium than the high relief. I like the high relief, but I think this is where you should emphasize on this year, the 1928.
Sure. I think the 28 is definitely underrated. It doesn't have the fame that comes with the first year issue. So I think the 1928 represents a good opportunity. So that's graded MS66 by PCGS. Let's see what those tend to sell for. So that is one of just 21 coins certified by PCGS in that grade, and only one is finer. So there's just one coin of 360,000 coins that have been graded finer by PCGS.
What's the finest? Is it a plus or is it a 67?
The finest is just a plus, so it is barely finer. This is as close as anyone would want to be to the very finest. In this grade, in MS66, those tend to bring somewhere around $25,000 to $30,000. So again, a big coin, a valuable coin that's really scarce in any grade. Much scarcer than the 1922 you were referring to earlier, and potentially an underrated date compared to the famous 1921.
Right. But yeah, it's a nice one. I'm excited to see this go up on the auction block, see what it brings in.
Sure. And
last but not least, you're probably gonna have to talk more about this one.
Let's see, what is that?
92409.
92409. Let's see.
Pattern proof 66 red brown with.
Oh, okay. Pull that up. So that is a gold dollar pattern, annular pattern. So when the U.S. Mint introduced the gold dollar in 1949, the gold dollar coin, we obviously don't have it anymore. People would complain that it was too small. When you think about $1 worth of gold, in today's market, with gold above $1,700 an ounce, $1 worth of gold would be the size of a pinhead. In 1849, when the gold rush was going on and our money was backed by gold, $1 worth of gold was still very, very small, and that presented a challenge. So what the mint did was find ways to make $1 worth of gold a little bit bigger. And essentially, punching a hole in the middle and making it a little bit wider was their wasn't the answer, because it was never adopted. But it was an experiment. It was a pattern. Of course, that's what this is. This is a pattern. This is Judd 147. So the vast majority of U.S. patterns are attributed by Judd number, and that's a 147. It's a rarity 6. So a scarce, very, very scarce issue, and that's copper, right? Yeah, that's the copper one. Looks like it has some really nice color, maybe some blue or violet.
Blue right there.
Yeah, sure.
Here, you can probably see the blue.
Oh yeah, I can see right at the bottom that blue or that like sapphire iridescence is really popping in the light. I'm sure having it in hand, it's even more brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that pattern is known in a couple different metals. It's known in copper, it's known in, I believe, nickel, and it's also known in gold. So those same dyes were used to strike a number of different versions, but the copper usually develops the most attractive color. So that's that, and we see that there. That's a really, really nice example.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Yeah,
you know, if you want a coin with a hole in it, this is a nice one.
Sure. If you want an annular coin, a coin that is intended to have a hole in it. I think that's important to point out. Our colleague Mark Schimmel is a big fan of coins with holes in them, but not necessarily coins that should have holes in them. So this is one of the very few that should have a hole in it. And it's got a CAC sticker, proof 66 red brown. So again, a very, very high-end coin. Let's see. It's actually one of the finest known. There only 3 have been graded by NGC at that grade, and there are none finer. So if you're a pattern collector, if you like gold dollars, if you just like pretty coins, that is a fantastic coin, and you really can't do better. So that's a great pick from this week's sale.
I think I just saw Mark give us a wave.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Mark's watching.
Raising his hand a bid. Is that a bid?
Mark's watching. If anyone out there has some old coins that they want to sell, hit up our colleague Mark Schimmel. He's the New York store manager. He'll be able to help you out.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Anything else from CCO?
I think this is it. This is the last one. That's our lot
number
92409.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the
auction will begin at 9 a.m. with U.S.
Cool.
currency. After the currency is over, there's quite a few lots. I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, 285 lots for currency.
Okay.
After that, we'll move on to our semi-bullion and semi-numismatic session. Starts at 10:30, and then right after that, I believe at 11 o'clock, we'll get started with U.S. coins.
Okay, and will that be closing with a live auctioneer tomorrow?
What was that?
Will the session be closing with a live auctioneer?
Yeah, we'll be closing the session tomorrow with a live stream auction, with a live auctioneer.
Okay, great.
So if you're
I know I will be. Go ahead, Chris.
So yeah, if you're looking to bid, the auction's up online right now. You visit our website and place your bids, and the auction will be closing tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. with currency, 10:30 with the bullion and semi-numismatic session, and the 11 o'clock with the regular U.S. session.
Okay, so quite an action-packed day. Yeah. I think it's important to note that our bullion and semi-numismatic coin auctions, the bid is by percentage. So instead of bidding $5, $10, $100, you bid by the percentage of the spot price you want to pay.
Not necessarily. Not this one. That's our price.
No, not this one. Oh, okay, then ignore everything I just said. Ignore everything I just said. But we will have three important auction sessions tomorrow, and tune in. It'll be available on our website. If you're using a mobile app or a mobile phone, which I assume you are, download our Android or Apple apps from the App Store and the Play Store. And we do these Collector's Choice online auctions once a month. So every month, it gives our consigners a little bit quicker of a settlement. It gives our bidders more opportunities to buy coins, so everyone wins. If you have any coins you want to consign to one of these sales, you can DM us. You can email me. Again, I'm James. You can email Chris in our California office, and we'll be able to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I guess we'll be live again on Thursday
Sure.
We're going to have, I believe, we're going to try to have Ben.
We will.
We're going to talk about coin collecting and how to put a coin collection together. So hopefully we get that for you. Thursday, we're looking at, what, 1 o'clock again?
Yeah, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern time. But yeah, looks like Tuesdays and Thursdays are, you know, on Instagram Live are where you're going to find us. It'll be me and Chris, me and Ben. You know, we'll have a whole number of guests and give you something to do while you're sitting at home, working from home, just like we are.
That's right. All right, James. It was good catching up with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess I'll probably catch up with you on Instagram Live next week. I think Ben will have it covered for Thursday, and I should be back next week.
Cool. All right, everyone, join us next week, same time. Me and Chris will go over the other exciting lots that we have coming up for sale. So thank you for joining. Stay safe, and Chris, I will talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
All right. Bye, everybody.